off. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate you watching. If you enjoy Goblin's content, if you enjoy listening to me ramble, hit that like and subscribe. The mic was muted the whole time. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more than support the channel, click that memberships tab. $1 a month to get your name read out on every stream. Let's start off from the top. Big shout out to Alpha Ronan, Tim's Top Decks, Elias Sutter, The Darth Newt, AGDY100K, and Jared Munsterman for their support of the channel. Absolute legends, allowing me to go to these bigger tournaments. And I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Landon. Landon was the innovator at the RC, the only person to register goblins in the entire RC. So big shout out to Landon for this awesome list. And this is actually what we're going to be running this weekend. Landon went 4-4 in the RC and 5-3. If I can highlight this, 5-3 in the Sunday 10K with 400 players. Got top 128. Absolute amazing finish. So this is the list that we're going to be playing. Got this locked in. But for what we need to test is modern, because nobody's going to be coming to our rescue. It's something that we have to figure out ourselves, and I love it. So we're going to do some modern tournament practice. And we're just going to jump into some games with this awesome deck. Let's go over the deck list real quick. So we've got cards. Appreciate y'all being here. It means a lot to me. Okay, so Goblin Land List. This is the deck that I'm thinking about playing. It's probably going to be bad, but I love it. So right now, there's two decks that we have a pretty bad matchup against, and that is Storm and Titan. And so I'm thinking that if we can play some cards to make those matchups a little bit better, then maybe overall we'll get some wins. So the idea is that we protect the Snoop into Harbinger combo with Trinisphere and Stone Rains. Ruin Blaster is a 3-mana goblin. You can pay 1 extra mana, so count it as a 4-drop, to Stone Rain your opponent with a 2/1 haste body attached to it. Sometimes it's just better than Ringleader. Fable's pretty good if we're trying to filter or if we're looking for like our best card to turn 2. Also allows us to dig for our combo or for interaction when we need to blow up their lands. Also, being able to turn to a Trinisphere on the play is a drug, because people aren't able to cast spells unless they play ramp spells on turn 1. It's just so good. And then we also traditionally have our normal combo. We have the Horde Master, which is just a lord that allows us to give value when our creatures die. Skirk allows us to sack our goblins to ramp. Fable, of course, is Fable. It's the best goblin. I wish it wasn't the best goblin, but after playing with this card in Pioneer, I have to admit it's the best goblin. Trawler, really, really good, being able to bog your opponent and being able to hit your land drop. Super important. Sling Gang, important for the combo, but it's also our best mid-range threat. We just make 2 bodies and then either block or attack really well. Kiki-Jiki's Kiki-Jiki. You know what Kiki-Jiki does. And then we have Ignoble for ramp and Utopia Sprawl as kind of like a unique ramp source, but it's one of those cards where when you play it, it's really hard to interact with. It can fix your mana, and it can ramp you to 3 on turn 2. They can't really do anything about it unless they have Prismatic Ending or Spell Pierce, I guess. The mana base is a little bit worse than our normal one. We have to shave an Arena of Glory to add the Forest, and then we have to shave like some Blood Crypts in order to get the Stomping Grounds in here. We're also playing a basic Swamp because in the sideboard we're playing Blood Moons. The idea is if Trinisphere is bad, we bring in Blood Moons. If Blood Moon's bad, Trinispheres are already there. Dabbling Sphere and Chalice and Leyline, because that's my usual sideboard. That's the recap. Let's jump right into some games. Don't really want to use ticks for this per se, because of the fact that I'm brewing and I'm doing something a little bit different. So I'm trying to see if like the core idea is worth testing. If it's not worth it, and if it's not worth testing, I'd rather find out now than be locked into a bunch of matches. This is pretty sick. We can turn 2 Stone Rain, turn 3 Ruin Blaster if we draw land. Sure. Basic Island Preordain. I'm going to guess this is Murktide. Make sure audio's still working. Sure. Perfect. Got me scared earlier. So Upkeep Stop. Why did I have that? We drew a land, so this is perfect. We're going to shock. Utopia Sprawl is going to be on red. They're going to force this. Totally fine. Now we're going to yield. It's actually good for us because we want them to not have that subtlety. So they can get counterspell here. Or just play frog. Goblin. Play an ignoble that will resolve, hopefully. Pass it over. They're probably going to get just really frisky and attack. That's fine. We let them hit us, let them draw a card. We're going to cast a Ruin Blaster Kick next turn, hit their black source, and have a 2-1 haste. That's a 3-2 haste with Exalted. So, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. Pitch, Spell Snare, put a counter there. Pitch Island, put a counter there. Last two cards are Subtlety. Murktide. It was a flyer. No blocks. I guess we block. This changes the clock. So now I can just go Cavern on Goblin. Stone Rain the Black Source. This is still a 2-turn clock. I will say this version of this deck is better against like normal decks, or against the combo decks, the unfair decks. It's much worse in these matchups, the grindy interactive stuff. Because usually we would have a Matron. Matron could grab a Sting Scourger or a Trawler, but in this position we're just at the whims of whatever our top decks are. I mean, there's a Harbinger, but I don't know if that does us any good here. They have 2 cards they can pitch the Frog, and they can just jump it. No, and then we'll go red, black, colorless, play a Harbinger. And then I'll yield. It's a yes to the trigger. So much lemon in this tea. Looking at the deck, I'm just going to chump here, but then they pitch 2 cards and jump it, and I die. Good game, opponent. Okay. Against them, we want to bring in ley lines. And Blood Moon's a little bit better than Trinisphere. Leyline's better than Stone Rain's good against this deck, but it's not the greatest. Let's trim 1. Trim Utopia Sprawl. Trim a Leyline. Trim a Stone Rain. Try it like that. Just kind of like shave on all of the non-essentials. Try to keep the stuff that makes the deck run in place. Okay, so the first hand just didn't do enough. The second hand is so bad. Third hand's better. Let's try it like this. Turn 1, fetch shock. Stomping ground and tapped. Play the ignoble for a green and pass. Oh, come on. I've been fighting this this bug for a couple days now. I think I got it when I came back from mini. I was good on Monday. I was good on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, I was throwing up in the morning in the shower. I've been bleeding out of my ear. Been coughing up blood and blowing blood out of my nose. So I don't know what's going on. But just trying to like rest and take care of myself. Get a blood moon down. Opponent can do what they want. Basic swamp, push my ignoble. Only natural. So land off the top lets me stun rain their mount or their swamp. Oh. It's got to be the fastest pick of all time, right? Like that one. Yeah, the Multi-5 isn't looking good anymore. I mean, it was never looking good, really. We needed them to do pretty much nothing. Which is really never where you want to be. There's the land we needed. We have a 1/1 though. We can kill him with that. Just don't play Bowmaster's opponent. Don't return if they burned you in the life that you're for wearing funny shoes, but you know the reason that you don't have those kicks. Yeah, that's not good. Because you invested your time into building these bricks that now you live within. Your house is not clean, but you made it and it's yours, and now you can see. I mean, I like what they're doing. We'll get there one day. People may look one day and say, why did it do it? But they don't see all of the motherfucking pain that's inside of my face. Just into the hate, I smile and laugh, and then I walk away. Continue to ride, try not to fight. I just use a pen and then I go up on the mic and I try to write. Maybe my opponent. They did pass. Oh. Is this Skirk Prospector gonna get there? Snoop be stupid. Subtlety this, please. Time walk me, please. The blue cards don't matter, so get them out of your hand. Okay. Attack. Pushing Snoop makes sense. I guess attacking first is the most logical thing there. Because if I attack first, EE on 3, sure. I mean, E is a pretty clean answer for the Blood Moon. You just have to like do it like this, where you're able to leave up 2 mana, have 3 colors through a Blood Moon, and then be able to pay 2 mana to crack it. But hey, it worked there. It's definitely not 4. It's probably on 0 for the tokens or on 2 for the Snoop. Frog is good. I'll yield to the end step. And then I'll crack the Bloodstained Mire. Get the Raucous. Surveil. Definitely bend the land. Draw. Huh. That's pretty funny. Exert. Subtlety. Straight up counterspell is good. No attacks. Pass it over. Maybe we'll get there with a Slinging Lieutenant. They could like deal themselves some more damage, and we could just like slam Slinging. Drain them for 4. I guess it would be 5. It's Skirk, the 1 from the Harbinger, and then the 3 from the thing. I mean, they can jump this frog all day long. Frogs got long legs. They can jump real high. So what am I scared of here? Murktide's pretty bad. Preordained 4 Murktide, okay. Although if they find a Murktide, they might just wait till next turn just to leave up as much interaction as they possibly can. And another Harbinger. That's pretty backbreaking. Then we'll go swing into the Bowmaster. Force them to exile 3 cards for the Murktide. Oh no, the Bowmaster's here? That's pretty good. I couldn't unyield in time. It's okay. I am very dead anyways. Oh yeah. GG's up on well played. I am not dead at this moment. However, I do believe that this game is over. I don't know though. I could top deck a Snoop. This could put us. Yeah, I was gonna say the other one could put a Snoop on top, but now I just need a Raw Dog. Raw Dog, a natural Snoop. and get through their 3 cards and 5 untapped mana. So, well, I mean, that's something. Play the Lord. This way I get a Snoop no matter what. Never mind. Let's not yield. Let's just say that's good. Black. Harbinger. So if we had this Snoop, they would have countered it. That's good to know. Tutor, I would like to go get another Snoop, just in case there's another Harbinger on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never mind. Snoop, just in case there's a Kiki Jiki on top. I don't know. You never know. The impossible could be possible. Nothing's impossible, just extremely improbable. As the kids say, bars. Alright, opponent, kill me dead. I want to test a different list. This has not worked. I think that frog is in a really good spot right now. Because it just preys on everything else in the meta. The only thing that really beats up on it is like Eldrazi and Titan. But I mean, if you can dodge those 2 matchups, I think that you have the tools to beat everything else. Because Psychic Frog is just so strong. Oh, my back. I feel like a Rice Krispie treat when I crack my back because it goes, oh my god. No, excuse me. Okay. So they'll draw. They'll be at 3 cards in hand. They can make this a 5 and a 6. I don't just die. I guess we yield. And the mana's okay. I'm not gonna attack. Let's see if we can survive. So if we go... Second Bowmaster's bad. Sauron's Ransom. So choose an opponent. That's me. They look at the top 4 cards in your library and separate them into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other in your graveyard. The ring then tempts you. He was deity, I see, and now he shall endure the slow torment of years. What is he trading? I'm like trying to see what's happening in the art. I think Sauron's trading a halfling for like a piece of paper or a cloth. Lord of the Ring nerds, please help me out. I love Lord of the Rings, but I don't know what Sauron's ransoming. If I go... I like these piles. Don't return if they burn. All right. I don't know though. All right. So overall, this game didn't work out. And that's fine. I think sometimes, when you're trying new ideas, what kind of crazy sounds? I think when you're trying new ideas, you have to be willing to let things work and let things not work. And this obviously did not work. It's really cool. It's a cool idea. It does silly things, but I like doing silly, cool things. They don't necessarily have to be good, though. Opponent's at 5. I could have sacked 3 creatures, put them to 2 before the meat hook enters. They'd be at 1. So this was kind of a punt. But I don't think this list is good, so I'm okay with that. Just moving on to the next thing. Oh, that was a huge punt because we knew we had the Sling Gang on top. I mean, now they can just jump out the frogs and it just dies straight up. I guess they need a counter spell for this. No, this is not true because they get to gain life. Yeah, they get to gain life. So I guess this doesn't even do anything. So what I would do is I would just net gain 1 life each time I sack a goblin. But they have 2 cards in hand, so they can just pitch both of them. GG's apply. I sack 3, go to 8. They pitch 2. This is 7. Oh, maybe I miscounted. But this means that we get to go back to our collection and say, hey, I think this deck is bad. Let me see if this one's a little bit better. The 5-3 and then Energy Chicago. What are the differences between those 2 lists? I think this is the list I'm currently running in Modern. Passionate Mons, Chain Whirler. There's another 3-drop. Oh, Mog Mob. Does this one have Mog Mob? No, but this one has 3 or 2. Yeah, 3 Ruin Blasters. 4 Ruin Blasters? Holy hell. Crater Marker, Sear Slicer, Sting Scourger. I think Sear Slicer is not the greatest here. I think that I'd rather have another. So first off, I think that 2 Ruin Blasters is fine. I think that having a Chain Whirler, one Chain Whirler is important, and a Mog Mob is also important. And then if you look at this, I think that we have a full play set of removal, 2 Experts, a Sting Scourger, and a Crater Maker, 2 Lords, which is a little bit light, but I kind of want to add the 4th Harbinger. So we have a Ringleader, have a Trash Master, have Sling Gangs. Chain Whirler, Passionate Mon, Sting Scourgers, Munitions. I mean, this list looks good. Let's make sure we have all the stuff that we need. 4 Mountains, a Rocka Cedar, 4 Blood Crypts. 3 Arenas better than 4 because if you have 4 Arenas, there's a chance you might draw 3. You just played straight up 3 Arenas and no other lands, and they're all tapped. Chalice and Blood Moon are good. Meltdown is good. I think I like this list. Let's put Thoughtseize in. Somewhere. Probably in the side. I mean, I kind of like the idea of playing 3 Thoughtseize in the main. We can do like cut all the Ruin Blasters because they're kind of bad. play Truma Harbinger, 3 Thoughtseize, Ringleader Trash Man, Sling Gangs. I mean, I kind of just like that. Do we have to play push? Do we not have to play push? That's the tough part. We could play push on the sideboard for a frog. But I'm not sure. Meltdown might just be better because Mox Opal's still in the format. So let's try it like this. I'm just gonna change the name real quick. Updated. And let's try it. Let's go back to constructed, go back to tournament play. No open lists, so we'll have to make one. Totally fine. And then we jam. This is what I was talking about. We can't cast our Thoughtseize, and we have 2 3-drops. We do have a Violin one with this Cavern. I'll try it. If we have a fetch land, we can cast this Thoughtseize on 2. And then on, I guess if we have, fetch land, then on 3 we can play Arena untapped, and then we can cast either one of these 2. It's a bad hand, but in the blind and for testing, I want to try it. This hand would be a lot better if we had a fetch land here, or if one of these 2 was something lower on the curve. Is this Bushwhack? Please Bushwhack me. Okay, so turn 1, drawing the mountain. As the kids say, Pog Champ. I think that's what the kids say. I'm not sure. I just hear on a Fortnite. Okay. I'm so sorry, opponent. I know not which I have done. I want to see what cool things they're doing. I don't want the goblins to be fun police. That's not our job. We're supposed to be the ones encouraging fun. I will not do it. I will not do it. I'll just pass. I can hold up the Aether Vial next turn. This is the issue with tournament practice or tournament prep matches, is that you don't know what you're going to play against. You're not playing in a league, so things aren't like ironed out. Okay, so they played a land, tapped all their mana, floated 2, Lava Spike, so this is budget burn. I understand it now. Man, this Mog Mob is going to be the most disgusting thing in the world. Yeah, I don't know how opponent beats this Mog Mob. It's going to wipe their board next turn. Oh, hell yeah. Excuse me. All the lemon. Yep, it's a good chunk. Mm-hmm. When you tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall for you, 'cause in the end, it doesn't even matter. We're not going to exert, because if we exert here, the next turn when we activate Vial to go get a Sling Gang, we can't cast Sling Gang. Next turn, if we go Matron into Sling Gang, we can gain 4 life at instant speed, and that's super strong. I will go 1 here, 2 here. Here's my bolt, my fork bolt, if you will. Is it fork bolt? 3 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. What's scary is if I had Thought Seized, I might be at a point where okay. I was like, oh my god, this card's gonna be dumb. So we just go to the end step. Then in the end step, I will activate and bounce it. Go to mine. We'll do the echo trigger first. Bye-bye. No, and then no. And then I would like to go yes. Theater's fine. Violin, Matron. Matron triggers. Then we go Tutor. Goblin. I can exert the arena next turn to give the Pashlake Mons haste, and we kind of just kill them instantly. It's crazy how fast this deck rounds the corner. Make sure we have 6th. We did. And then we pass it over to them. And we can't really F6. I wish we could. Can't even yield to the end step, because if they do something dumb, we have to be able to sack in response. Recast the same card. The issue is they can Wild Ride if they get another creature into play, and then they can tap this to give something else haste. They just do a lot of damage out of nowhere. Kind of why we have to grab the Sling Gang preemptively and then try to just sit there. Vials on 4 was a mistake. Play Snoop. Land's fine. Play Rockets Theater. Bin land. Munitions Expert's amazing. Cast munitions. Target. Shoot the thing. Yield. Attack with all. Who's the burn deck now? I feel so bad. My opponent's playing. It looks like Pauper Burn. No, that's not true. I think Swift Spear was a common at one point. Yeah, it does look like Pauper Burn though, which is cool. I mean, if I can lose if I can lose a game to Pauper Burn in Modern, that's just really good. Mm-hmm. Go to mine. No. Okay. So we can go red, haste, colorless, Pashlik. We can go color vial. No cards in hand, so Thoughtseize does nothing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 16. Let's play this safe. Go to combat. So we choose attacks. Attack with all. Sack. Ping. So Slinking says you can sack a goblin. Target player loses a life, you gain a life. And then Pashlik Mon says that whenever a goblin or Pashlik Mons dies, you get to ping anything. So by sacking a token to make them lose a life, we also get to ping their Firebrand Archer to death. And then our rest of our damage comes through like normal. Now we can F6 through the turn. We go through damage. They're at 7. And in their upkeep, this is like ultimate BM, and I'm so sorry, opponent. We should have done it at the end step, but we yielded through our turn. And so we just messed that up. Shoot you, shoot you, shoot you. Shoot you. Shoot you. Shoot you. And that's 8, so then I can yield. GG's, opponent, well played. Okay, now they're playing Burn. We don't have Leyline of Sanctity. We used to play Leyline of Sanctity because people... Oh, that makes sense. All right, let's run it back. We're trying to play against like Eldrazi or like Orm, something like that. Not to say that wasn't good testing, but I feel really bad because my opponent was playing an obviously budget deck. Momo. Hand's pretty sus. We just bought him a Cavern, I believe. This is just like a really bad hand. We'll try it though. Cavern on Goblin. Play any other vial. Force it. No. Goblins versus Merfolk? A Tale Old as Time? Okay. This is gonna be a really slow game. If this is Merfolk, I kept a horrible hand. Sure. We'll just go to the end step. I guess they could kick something. No. Yeah, we just go to the end step. We say, yeah, that's fine. Trick this, or tick this up. And we're hoping there's another castable. Perfect. I would like to pay 2 life, yes. No, you cannot counter this spell, and I'm sorry, opponent. Is it the fork? Is it the fork? I'm trying to figure out what has this resonance. I feel like every time I click, I can hear like some piece of metal vibrating, and I don't know if it's the fork or not. Anyways, unimportant. What's important is that I get to go tutor for a. That goes to 3 next turn. I guess we can grab a matron just as a body. Chainwheeler's pretty good. Mob's also pretty good. I think we might grab Ringleader, even though we can't cast it. I guess Snoop is free, so let's grab Snoop. Snoop goes to the top. Then we'll activate the vial to kill the Harbinger. Then we yield to the turn. Give it back to our opponent. Maybe it's my mic. Maybe the mic is old. Comment down below if you can hear anything crazy going on. Okay, so they vial in this 1-drop at the end step, but it has exhaust. They can draw a bunch of cards. I think this card's actually really good. And it's put a counter on each merfolk you control, which is kind of insane. Harbinger is kind of insane. That might be a problem. Tick this up. Yep. Why would I say yes? Why would I say yes? Jack, you gotta read. Jack, you gotta read, man. Okay, so now I can't get the Snoop or the munitions expert into play. That's insane. So, ooh, this is bad. This is really bad. I went from being in a halfway decent spot to being in a really bad spot really fast. Yeah, let's Sting Scourger, the Harbinger. The hard part is they definitely just uptick and then vial it back in. We had the tools. We had the ability to stop them. If vial goes to 2 or stays on 2, we activate, put in a munitions expert, cast an uncounterable Snoop, everything's fine. As is now, very much so not fine. 2 counter, or put a counter on each other creature. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Okay, so we have to sack the Sting Scourger. Well, sometimes this happens in life. You make a mistake and you gotta live with it. So let's not attack. Let's pass it over. The creatures are unblockable, so I really can't even trade with this Harbinger. I think I just straight up punted this game away. Thinking. Yeah, we need another mountain. Or another vial, I guess. Saloon's really good. And this Mind Spring Merfolk is gonna let them buff up their other Merfolk. And I'm super D-dop dead. Hey, if I'm gonna lose, it's gonna be to the ocean goblins. The fishmen. GG's. Well played. Okay. Against their deck, they really don't want any of this. We're just gonna run it back. Chalice is bad because they have Chalice is bad because they have Cavern and Vial. Dampening Sphere doesn't do enough. Meltdown doesn't do enough because it only hits Vial. Blood Moon's mid because they're a basic deck, and I don't want to bring in Leyline. So we kind of just run it back. I feel like we would have been in a good spot if I didn't punt there. The one card we really have to play around is Harbinger. I mean, so far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 black sources. It's one short of what the mana math says I need on one. Or one short of what the mana math says I need to cast a Thoughtseize on one. So maybe we're playing it a little bit close. Maybe we shave a mountain, go down to 3 instead of 4. I could see that. Shave a mountain, go up a Bloodstained Mire. We already have 4 Blood Crypts. And with our 4 double red, 1, 2, 4 double red, 4 triple red creatures, we can't really afford to put in a swamp in this list. If we were playing like Ignoble, then we could play a swamp. As is, it probably doesn't work. While we wait, I really appreciate y'all being here. If you enjoy Goblin's content, hit that like and subscribe. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. Sorry, I didn't stream yesterday. I was really sick. Still trying to fight the bug today. Not as sick as I was yesterday, but slowly getting better. Anytime you go to a convention, you always kind of come back with a bug. So that's how that works. I was fighting it for a while, fighting the good fight. Okay, so I would like to play first. Sam is good. It ain't me. Cause it ain't me. I ain't no touching sun. Alright, so we could go turn 1 Surveillant or turn 1 Skirk. We don't have the 2 drops, so I think going turn 1 Goblin. Skirk is the best play. Because we can play Surveillant next turn if we don't draw 2 drop. They burn you and then laugh at you for wearing 40 shoes. I don't have those kicks. We're gonna go red. No. Combat first. Push the damage. Okay, now second main we can go red, red, matron, uncounterable, go get myself a snoop. Pass it over. This does hugely telegraph the fact that we're going to try to combo, but we have a Bloodstain Mire, so if we do get the Snoop pushed, we can see what card is on top, and then we have like micro advantage there. Yield through their turn. This means they can't cast Lord of Atlantis. Does mean they can cast another Vial, though. Cavern's amazing. Although it wasn't needed, and I just played it instinctually. Definitely would have wanted a fetch land here. It's okay, though. I'll take a Vial. Yeah, no trades. They do get the Vial triggers, though. It's tough, though, because if they just put a Harbinger in play, I'm kind of messed up. Sure. I mean, this is best case scenario for me. I think traditionally, they're correct. Merfolk does just race goblins. However, I have a combo now, and so it just makes it so much harder for them to race when I can go turn 3 combo. This game, I didn't even have it. I had to go Matron on 2, into Snoop on 3, into Harbinger on 4. But I'm still going to be able to, it looks like, combo. So Snoop has all activated abilities of all goblins on top, and you can play goblins from the top of your library, and you have goblins revealed. Or you play the top card of your library revealed. Harbinger lets you put a goblin on top, and so Kiki-Jiki, once on top, does not say another in its templating. It just says tap, create a token that's a copy of target non-legendary creature, believing that the only thing that it can't copy is other legends. However, Snoop's not a legend, so Snoop has the ability of Kiki-Jiki when it's on top, allowing you to tap itself, targeting itself infinite times to make infinite tap Snoops. The last one enters untapped. You make that one, you copy a Harbinger with that one, changing the top card from a Kiki-Jiki to a Sling Gang. Now, all your Snoops, all 800 million of them, have the ability to drain and gain. All right, so back in the sideboards, we're just going to run that back. That's a good example of what we're trying to do. A good example of what we're trying to do. Whew, okay. This hand's good. We have a Thoughtseize for turn 2. Vial on 1. Oh, excuse me. Vial. So we just go get basic mountain here, I believe. We're going to get a Blood Crypt so we can Thoughtseize them on 2, because there's no real way for them to be able to get a Harbinger down before turn 3. So next turn, Val goes to 1. We can Violence, Skirk, and cast Thoughtseize, and place tap land, which is pretty cool. Those kicks, because you invested your time into building these bricks, and now you live with them. House is not clean, but you made it and it's yours. That's what it is. Perfect. We figured out what the electronic noise was. It was my headphones being turned up too loud from when I was listening to music and the mic being too close. So whenever I would start singing, you would hear this electronic feedback noise that I was interpreting as my fork vibrating, when really it was not. Okay. Uh, so Star of the Rockets Theater. Mog Mob definitely on top. And then Thoughtseize to them. Echoing Truths, Master of the Pearl Trident, and Flare of Denial. I mean, Flare can counter any of our stuff. Echoing Truth, we don't really care about. I guess Echoing Truth can hit our Vial. So that's something. Yeah, let's just take the Echoing Truth and let's say you can counter our stuff. We're going to use this Vial to play the game. If they want to like sack a creature to cast that Flare. Okay, well, if they wanted to sack a creature to cast that Flare, then I don't really mind. So now they can hard cast Flare. That's fine. Uptick. Okay. Oh, we didn't put a Skirk into play. Okay. We're good. What I can do is I can go Snoop. I guess no. I guess what we do is we cast a Skirk. They're not going to think this is important. We definitely could have Violed it in last turn. Let's yield through this turn. The one thing we have to be scared of is them top decking at Tashana's. We're going to yield to their end step. Another Lord, it's good. Means the last card in their hand is still Flare of Denial. Then we yield. Trigger happens. Okay, so we upticked and we drew the land. Matron. They have to counter this because otherwise we can Vial in the Harbinger and just win the game on the spot. So now we activate, I think, to put the Mog Mob in play. And then we'll yield. If we flip that, then we end up with the Matron still in our hand. We can Matron with Vial, then Harbinger with Vial, and that plays around the Flare all the way. Now we're hoping to top deck something, which is not really where we want to be. I have to triple block too, which is super sad. So this is a punt two, maybe even three different ways. So blocks are good. I would like to target this for 2. I would like to target this for 1. I guess this for 1. Let's do it like this. So trade there. Yes, we'll do this. Yes, we'll uptick. Yes, we'll put the counter there. We knew the top card was a land. Play Snoop. Chain Roller's decent. Yes, we'll put Trash Master into play. For punting 3 times, this game is way too close. What really sucks about this line is I lose to another Lord getting viled in. I guess that's a reason to hit it in their upkeep. If we double block, we trade. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to double block, but I'm going to play around another Lord. Trades are fine. I would not like to tick this up. Last time that was a huge punt. Play Chain Whirler. This can eat most of their things when they attack. They have a 2-drop though, so I'm interested to see. Oh, they just added on 2. Okay. Staying on 2 makes sense for the deck. Ooh, that card's really good. Draw a card. No attacks. So now they're going to draw 2 cards. Yeah, so now they get to go up to 4 cards in hand and 5 when they draw. This is pretty strong. Yeah, so we had perfect information this game. Horrible sequencing. But that's why we do it. That's why we grind. We grind so that you don't have to. Block the Tishas. Sure. Alright. We really need a creature. GG's opponent. Well played. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Sometimes the merfolk gives you bruise. Let's run it back. I feel like we punted a couple times that game, and we can do better. Thank you all so much for watching. It means the world to me that you're here. We're just jamming. We're not ever gonna stop. All right, let's see. Got the play. Yeah. I mean, I like this hand. Halfway decent. Nice. 2, 3. We did it. We're finally playing against Eldrazi. Actual with actual Mindstone into map. Okay. Ooh, best one. Just this one. I'll be at 15 gladly if that means I get to see what you're working with. Definitely taking the other Ugin. I guess we could take the It that heralds or the map, but I think both those cards are totally fine. Especially if we're setting up to win in 2 turns. Mm-hmm. Because I have like creature removal that can kill this. I think I'm fine with this. I can't really kill this. Or I can. It's just a pain. And they draw a card and they exile stuff. Better just to get rid of it. Crack the map, get a land. Another labyrinth, okay. Plays another map. Go to me, uptick to 2. Goblin Matron. Go get myself a Snoop. Pass it over. Go to your end step, maybe. Depending what they do. I don't want to F6 into a Beseju or something on my vial. It's happened before. It's not a fun time. Mm-hmm. Well, the tea is no longer tea. It's now just cold water. Mm-hmm. That's fine. Activate. Yes. Go to mine. Sting Scourger's decent. Get to do something pretty cool here. Ringleader. Trigger. These 3 cards go to my hand. Go to combat. Attack with these 3. Activate second main. Put a Harbinger into play. Yes, I would like to go get a Kiki Jiki. Tap target. Tap target. Tap target. The cool thing about the Mog Mob is, let's say we like have a situation like this where we really don't want to have to click all the times. We get multiples of 3 now, so we just get to go tap to target. Go get this one. Okay. Okay. Yes. And we don't have to play 3 Sling Gangs. We can play 2 Sling Gangs and a Mog Mob now, because Mog Mob is better in most situations. Bolcha. Bolcha. Bolcha, 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 Bolcha. All right. Let's see. How long we've been here? Okay, just over an hour. We can do one more, and then I'm going to crash. I was feeling it in my bones. It was just about an hour. All right. Really appreciate y'all being here, though. I love jamming. Love jamming the goblins. Modern's my baby. I think that Modern is just the most fun format. You can do anything you want. The cards aren't always expensive. They're expensive if you're doing like the main best thing. But if you're willing to like brew a little bit, step outside the box, try something different. It's where you want to be, really. There's no place like Modern. There's no place like home. Let's see if my brother texted me. Trying to do a podcast tonight. He hasn't texted me, so we're big chilling. Yeah, why not? Belcher. Well, let's go Cavern Goblin. Play the vial. Pass it over. Consider. Bins and Manamorphos. What am I watching? Brawl. This is a land, Belcher. You're not supposed to be doing this. Although the Brawl tells me it's Old School Storm. All right, opponent, show me something dumb. That's not storming off. They're looking for red lands, I see. We didn't get a surveil land, which was a big punt. But let's pretend it's not an issue. Just go Goblin. We can do that next turn. So this turn, let's just go get a mountain and just uncounterably Mog. And bolt. And pass. Old School Blue-Red Storm. I haven't seen this in forever. So we can activate Vial. Yes. Matron. Okay. Yes. Ringleader. And then we can go. Wait, what? They conceded to the Matron. Probably because they know we can grab a ley line. Or I mean a bog. Dampening sphere, ley lines, chain roller, and Pash Lick are bad here. We're not really ever trying to kill through like combat damage. Trash Master might be decent if they play like the mana reducers that are artifacts, but I don't think that they do. Crater Maker is not good because it doesn't kill Baral. Horde Master, we're not really racing. Sting Scorcher bounces, munitions kills, so those are both good. I don't want to cut you. Let's trim a vial. I mean, yeah, let's cut all the vials. Vials are too slow. And that allows us to bring in some more stuff. Horde Master, Crater Maker, and other Horde Master. We could try to put Chalice on 2. That's 4 mana. It's not horrible. But I think I like all this other stuff more. Is Thoughtseize is better than Chalice? Is Thoughtseize is better than Chalice? Yes. It takes a mana reducer and it can take a combo piece, like a Past in Flames. So it's close, but yes. This is a good example of why we leave Horde Master in. Worst case scenario, it's just a 2 into a 3, and it's just a 2-drop to play into one of our 3s. Go crazy. Ah! Oh, opponent, I swear, I didn't have both in my starting hand. Yeah, sometimes I feel bad because of how much hate this deck plays in the sideboard, but like, we're playing goblins. Sometimes we just need a little bit of help winning a couple games. So, Mountain, Arena of Glory, Damping Sphere. Nothing bad is going to happen, opponent. Yeah, that Otawara is tough because they played their Sync and their Otawara for lands, but those are the cards that they need to not die. So let's play Horde Master and set up the top card with their Surveil. Pass their end step. Surveil. Graveyard, land. Go to mine. I will shock, yes. I would like to play Sling Gang. These are all 2/2s. Yield through the turn, but then I'll attack. Second Otawara. Manamorphose, okay. Make double red. Maybe they're just trying to cantrip, get through some of the cards in their hand. Look for a way out of this ley line plus dampening sphere thing. Sink? Now which one do they sink? Into the Floodmaw is good. Into the Floodmaw, the dampening sphere. Okay, now they play Brawl and Storm off. I'm interested. I guess they only have one red source, so play Brawl. Ritual first to get more red. I like this. Now you have double red. Now you play Ral and you still have a red floating. Now you stock up. Ralph flips. Yeah, that makes sense. You don't really want to flip him. Stock up's good, but I think that lets us win this game. Really close match, though. Okay. So grape shot targets. In response, I'll sack, because these are targeting what? 1, 2, 3, and then the Lord. Yeah, so we'll sack this one. Target this. Trigger's good. Then we sack. I thought I was waiting for them to respond, but I guess they're F6'd. Sack. And then we can F6. And then another death trigger. I can cast these 3 next turn. Snoop's pretty decent. Munitions pretty decent. If I go munitions, I can kill their Row. But I think I just want to go Snoop. Sphere. And then we yield. No attacks with the fish. Kiki Jiki's exiled forever, so is the other one, but I think we're in a pretty good spot. I mean, this is pretty cool. Hey, what's up? Appreciate you dropping in, Tim. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so we've been fighting a bug for like 3 days now. Probably coming back from MagicCon, we got it, but I was like not really feeling it Monday or Tuesday, but I really got hit by a train yesterday, Wednesday. And then today I'm also like pretty sick. I'm recovering, but yes, like Wednesday I was puking in the shower. I was like trying to brush my teeth. I got in the shower. I tried to be okay, and I just like was throwing up, and I was like, "This is so gross." But I started my new job, and I didn't want to call in sick, so I went, and they sent me home, which I really appreciate because I really didn't, I really was not okay. We can't really cast this or the Skirk. I think what we need to do is just go Matron here. No, let's do combat first. We can be smart about this. Combat first. Attack with all. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. Appreciate you, Tim. Thank you for asking, man. It means a lot. No blocks because they're smart. We can go play a Skirk. Play a munitions expert. But yeah, we're feeling a little bit better. My throat is still really swollen and my head hurts, but I'm not puking anymore. So that's a big improvement. Sack this. That's fine. Do you have a bolt? What? They have counterspell. Much confusion. overall, these have been fun games. I think I'm gonna, I'm broke, so I don't have the option of playing leagues right now. But I think that this modern tournament practice bracket is actually kind of fun for content. Like y'all get to see some cool decks that otherwise you wouldn't get to see because everybody's playing the same stuff. And there's something to be said about playing against the meta and making sure that all your lists are tight and your sideboard's good. Sometimes though, you just need to have some fun. Interesting. So you're gonna kill my Snoop. I'll sack a red then. And then you're gonna shatter my sphere. That's fine. And then this enters and pings the Ral, which is fine. And then I can sack, and I can sack, play a Mob, and now I can go 1, 2. Perfect. Hey, appreciate you dropping in. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, it's going good. We're recovering, trying to heal. I got my hot tea with honey and lemon here. I got my big thing of water we were chugging all stream. It's been a good day. Is there a deck I want to play against right now? Not particularly. Hey, appreciate you. Yeah, of course. Appreciate you dropping in. If you ever drop in and you comment, I'm gonna respond because there's not a lot of comments going on usually. So appreciate you being here. It means a lot. Gifts. Okay, so they just main phase gifts. That's kind of crazy. Jared, not really, not in particular right now, but if you're here tomorrow's stream, I would love to run the gauntlet on mtgo if you have some modern decks, or if you let me see, for tomorrow, to give you a little bit of heads up, because I'm about to jump off and do a podcast with Cole. Choose 2, so 2 go in the, so we want choose 2 cards, so the rest go to your hand. I would like these to go to the graveyard. Yeah, tomorrow I'm super down to do a bunch of testing because I'm prepping for the energy. Today I'm just still recovering from being sick, and it was kind of just a fun stream. But I love the fact that you're always here for me, Jared. It means a lot to me, bro. Thank you. All of you. It means a lot that all of you are here for me, because this is what it means to have the gathering. This is the Goblin Horde at its finest. Okay. So if we go here, Matron. No. That's a good point. I forgot Legacy's tomorrow. Maybe not tonight or tomorrow then. Maybe in the future. I really appreciate you though. Not really. Honestly, I kind of feel like the deck's in a good spot right now. I kind of just gotta trust, which is the worst thing you want to say if you're a Magic player. You're never supposed to just trust, but I feel like the deck's in a pretty good spot. Especially this list that I just put together. We're getting a Snoop. And we're playing a Snoop. Because next turn, we know they have Otawara, and we know that they have a Brawl. If they want to dedicate their entire turn to just, and the top card's a Harbinger. It's so hot. Swing in with the fish. Yeah, my brain turned off. I'm sorry. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I hope I get to see you tomorrow at Legacy, Jared. That'd be dope. Although I don't know if I'm playing Standard or Legacy. Legacy is the better format, but I need testing for the energy. I want to play Legacy with my friends because it's been so long. Opponent plays Brawl, plays a land, holds up Otawara, and passes. Ditching Mother's Day. Yeah. I already did a Mother's Day thing with my mom. We hung out. I bought her flowers and talked. It was a good day. I told her I'd be there later in the day. I just wouldn't be there in the morning. and I'd miss Mother's Day church, which is really sad for my family because everybody in my family goes to church. I'm like the black sheep. I don't like going to church. But we don't do it because we like it. We do it for the people around us who we love, and it makes my dad happy that I go. So, as long as I'm living at home, I gotta go. All right, so gifts again. Really close here. I don't know how they got 6 mana though. Oh, they went ritual. That's right. I see. Ritual. Wait, ritual. Splice onto arcane ritual. That would give them 6 mana. Cards going to the graveyard. We don't want them having Into the Floodmaw, and then we don't want them having a stock up. Give them all blue cards. They can play their Ral. Oh, they had the Otawara. That's fine. They had to sack the other one. Play the Ral. Tap, stock up. Give the top 5. Flips the Ral. But it's a -8. Oh, that means that they miscounted. GG's opponent. Well played. Oh, that was so close. Good games all around. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate you dropping in. If you enjoy Goblin's content, hit that like and subscribe. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to become more, if you want to become a member of the channel, $1 a month gets your name read out in every. Let me begin. Alpha Ronan, Tim Stopdex, Elias Sutter, The Darth Newt, ADDY100K, and Jared Munsterman. Jared, you legend in chat. Really appreciate y'all all being here, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I stream every day, shorts every day, and videos every day. So if you want to be around, if you want to watch some craziness, I'll be back tomorrow. Till then, I hope you have a beautiful day.